In this video, I'm going to show you how to cross-stitch a rainbow pride flag onto wood. I'm going to be using one of these maple hardwood blanks that I sell in my online store. The link is below in the description. You don't need to use this exact blank. You can use any other wooden blank that you find on other Etsy stores or craft stores. It's the same principle. And I'm going to be using this number 8 pearl cotton. I like pearl cotton because it's shiny and I like only worrying with about one strand. Um, there will be other colors as well. This is my red. You can use two strands of embroidery floss. These in particular are designed for both number 8 pearl cottons and two strands of floss. If you have a looser or a denser blank, you may want to adjust that. Maybe use thicker pearl cotton or more strands. And I have a number 26 tapestry needle here. You don't really want the smallest needle when working with wood, especially with pearl cotton. I like number 26, but number 24 and 22 would also work. And then finally, a pair of nice sharp embroidery scissors. So let's get started. So first we have our needle threaded, and we're gonna just cross stitch this like normal. I like to start from the bottom right, just stick that needle through, and then don't pull it all the way through. Leave a little tail on the back. You want about half an inch of tail, I would say. Now you stick that needle through the front, but don't pull it all the way through. You still want that tail on the back. You can use your fingers to hold on to the back tail as you pull the thread taut if you want. And now you kind of put that thread to the side and you tie it down by making a loop and going through the hole from the back to the front. And make sure you pull it taut. And there you go, the thread is secured. So with wood, you can and in fact you should pull all your stitches as taut as possible because it doesn't warp like fabric, so you're not gonna like ruin the piece with extra tension. And if you don't pull it taut, then you're gonna have loose thread that's gonna wiggle around once you finish your piece, and that's not great. So we want to just finish that, and I'm not going to cut the tail off yet because I'll do that in the next step. And just do a couple more stitches to make sure that it's extra secure. And now I'm going to fast forward through the rest of the purple and talk about how to finish the thread. So now that my first color is done, right, I need to tuck that thread in the back, but wait, because of the fact that the wood doesn't bend like fabric, and also we have very high tension, we can't really do that. We can't stick the needle through. So what we're gonna do is to actually thread up another needle, or you can just use that same needle from before. And I'm gonna fast forward through the threading because it takes me a while. And then once you thread your second color or your next thread, if you're continuing the same color, you just do the same thing as before. Pull it through from the back. Make sure you leave a little tail. Tuck the tail under and secure it once to doing your first stitch. Make sure that you don't catch the other needle if you still have the needle around or the other thread in here. You do want to catch it in there like intentionally later, but not now. Right, so we have our first stitch. The blue thread is secured now. Doesn't hurt to have a few more stitches there. Right, oops, I got my purple thread in there, my first thread in there, so I gotta take it out because I don't want the front to be tangled. The back I don't really mind, but the front I really want that to be nice. So now that we have the purple thread kind of untangled, we're gonna move the purple thread over and use the blue one, use the second thread to secure the first one. So make that stitch, pull that tight, and now the tail of the purple stitch or the purple thread is perfectly secured. But of course, it doesn't hurt to do a few more. Right? And once you feel like those threads are nice and tied down, you can just take a pair of scissors and snip it off. I'm gonna do a couple more. And that's it. That's how you switch colors. That's how you bind off a thread, if you will. And I'm gonna fast forward through the rest of this process and show you how to finish off the last one. So for the last stitch, when you pull from back to front, you don't want to pull it taut. You want to leave a loop in the back. Right? You want to leave that loop there. Pull the tail of your thread through, like the tail that ran through the needle. But you want to leave a loop there. Oops. I pulled the loop through. Oh no. But I can fix that by just pulling that back out. Let me use my finger to hold it. And now, once you finish that last stitch from the front looks good. You can then just stick your needle through that loop and basically pull as taut as you can. And that loop will essentially, that tension will, once you tighten it, will um, tie your thread down in the end. And then you can just snip off your thread and you are done. Now, you could, if you want to, take a piece of felt or something like that and glue it on the back. I'm okay with having the back be visible, but if you want to, that's totally fine. So this is how I cross stitch on wood. The techniques are the same as fabric, except the tension's a bit different, and the holes don't hold your needle, so you probably noticed that I dropped my needle a couple times, expecting my work to kind of hold it as I push it through. But other than that, it's pretty simple and it's pretty quick. Enjoy!